Yo, what's
Yo,
good?
what's good?
Welcome to the podcast.
What's going on?
Trying to get jacked?
Trying to get supplements today or what?
Oh, nice segue, bro. That was a sick transition. It was really quick. Manraj, what's up, bro?
Nothing, yeah. Just chilling.
What's
You chill?
supplementing going on?
Hmm?
Fuck that.
Oh my, the
Sorry,
terrible joke.
that was a bad joke.
Okay, supplements. I think supplements. Before we start the part, I would say one thing. People ask, yo, like, what supplement should I take? I'm trying to lose weight. What supplement should I take? I'm trying to gain weight. So make sure you go watch the other podcasts we've done. There's a lot of things besides the supplements that will make the biggest dent in your getting jacked or losing weight, gaining weight, whatever it is, right? So the pillars, obviously, we've talked about. So make sure you guys watch that. That's like 95, 96, 97% of the game, and then the supplements can help aid that journey, right?
They'll supplement it.
You'll clip that. Okay, Kegs, what supplements do you take, bro? I
Bro,
see
I
so
was
many
gonna go
pills behind
last.
you.
There's
What is
so much
happening?
shit here. Oh my goodness.
What the fuck, man?
Okay, so main things I take for nutrition purposes. We'll start with whey protein
Okay,
and creatine.
okay.
I'll take those daily. And that's just number one to get my protein intake in, so it makes that process easier. Creatine has been shown to like improve recovery, improve strength, all that good stuff. So I take that. Um, for sleep, vitamin D3, 2,500 IU. I'll just spam this. I'll take like five, six of these. So probably like 10, 12,000 IU.
Medical
Um,
advice, yeah. It's medical advice right here.
bro, I learned in school.
Say that shit, bro.
I learned this
I'm gonna
one thing.
overdose on D3. D3.
You can't overdose on D3,
You
bro. That's what
can't.
they told me on my lecture.
Yeah, you can't.
I didn't learn anything else in that lecture other than the shorty was like, you can't overdose on vitamin D3. So I just been spamming that. What else? I was going through some crazy like fatigue from one of my deadlifts. So Stu was like, yo, take fucking GABA.
What's that? I've never heard of that.
Gamma,
Mm.
fucking French.
This
I don't even
guy's
know.
reading. This guy's reading it. I don't even know one sec, bro.
Gamma amino butyric acid. It's supposed to help with sleep and relaxation.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
it's a derivative of a B vitamin. I'm not too sure. Um, not it.
Yeah.
Ashwagandha for sleep. Ashwagandha for sleep.
What's your ashwagandha thing? Like the dose?
I'll take 1,200 milligrams. So two pills.
You take
This
that
is,
regularly?
yeah, every night.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're fine now?
What do you mean fine?
I remember you mentioning when you take it, you felt like really, really calm the next day. You
I
don't feel
always
like,
feel like I'm very like toned down, relaxed.
yeah,
So like I don't react to things how I probably should react to things.
yeah.
I think I'm learning how to deal with that a little bit better now.
Okay,
Because
cool.
before I've taken ashwagandha, I think three times in the past. Every
Yeah.
time I've always gone a crazy fight with my girl. Cause she like
Oh,
reacts and I just don't react and I don't feel like I need to react, right?
yeah.
And she'd be like,
Isn't
what's
that
wrong?
good?
That's a good thing. But then it leads to like, yo, why aren't you
So it's a
reacting?
good thing so your girl gets more pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I told her, I'm like, yo, I think you should take it. So now we're trying to get her to take it too. That's the thing.
Nice.
Because like, yo,
Start
Nice.
yesterday we're sitting in a parking lot.
start spiking her protein shakes.
I used to love melatonin. But melatonin is something I also take. This is
Jeez, bro. This guy
if
is,
if too much caffeine during the day, I feel like I'm very sensitive to that. I just lay in bed, I can't fall asleep. So I'll take this if I know I need to sleep. Um, this is 5 milligrams. I'll typically take 5 to 7.5, depends. Uh, big one. I recommend everyone take this. I send this to all my clients. Magnesium glycinate.
yeah,
This is for sleep quality as well. Rest and recovery, because if you're doing hard training, magnesium is one of the first thing that gets depleted in your body when you're doing training like
mm,
that.
mm,
So refilling that is key. I was taking 400 milligrams originally, and I was talking to my coach, and this guy was like, take 2 grams a day, and it's like 10 capsules of this, right?
what the fuck?
So I started taking that, and I started shitting water like, right away for 3 days. Bro, like I'm shitting water. It's not okay. It's the only change I made. So I dropped it down to 1 gram or 1,200 milligrams. Has been okay since. So don't take too much of this because you will shit water.
Yeah.
What else? I had another one.
One thing with magnesium too, there's something called magnesium. There's like 10, 15 types of magnesiums, right? There's a
Yes, take
magnesium
the
citrate. is like the digestion one, and this
Yeah,
is
the
the sleep one.
citrate or the chelate is
Yeah.
a digestion one.
Okay,
But I
sick.
guess this if you just take too much, it fucks you up. I also take L-theanine. I can't find that. But that's also to help with relaxation.
Yeah.
Also, if you take it with caffeine, the crash isn't as bad. So
Yeah, I've heard of that.
I'll take that in the morning with not a coffee, but if I go energy drink or if I go caffeine pill or something, which I also take sometimes if I need that extra boost. There's
Nice.
stuff to do.
I got those pills too.
What else? Alpha GPC, focus drug.
Okay.
Take this. If I'm trying to focus, I'll take this, take this, take the theanine, um, get some nicotine going too. I'm gonna get
Jeez. This
Well, you
guy
have
is
all these supplements for relaxation. Don't you feel like unmotivated?
no, because when I wake up, I just abuse the fucking stimulants, right?
so let me first let's clear something. So how often do you take like the focus and the sleep ones?
The focus ones, I don't take every day.
Okay.
Like if I take 200 milligrams of caffeine, I know my sleep is gonna get fucked.
Yeah.
So I typically use that maybe 2, 3 times a week, depending on what my workload is like for the day.
Okay.
If I do that, then the next day, I'll usually go off the caffeine
Okay.
and just kind of focus, like do shit as much as I can. And
Yeah.
then the recovery stuff happens every day. That
Oh, you
happens
take
every night before bed.
so you take like magnesium,
Magnesium,
got
GABA, ashwagandha, L-theanine, D3 every day,
really?
every day, every night.
Holy.
Like 12 pills before I go to sleep.
Are you serious? Jeez. This guy's out here.
I wake up feeling really good. So
That's amazing. Okay. Dope.
that's about it.
That's a lot of and you obviously mentioned whey and creatine, right?
Whey and creatine.
Do you take pre-workouts?
Pre-workout sometimes.
Okay. So say someone's listening, what supplements out of those like would you actually recommend people to start with?
Magnesium for sure.
Okay.
And probably D3.
Okay, sick.
Those are
Yeah.
two I'd be like, yo, you have to take.
Yeah.
Um, and then caffeine to suppress appetite and for energy levels.
Yeah.
And then the whey protein and creatine, that's also mandatory. So like those would be the five. Caffeine is
Okay.
like optional. But if you're really trying to take it to the next level or just you're just like a kind of a druggie like me, then you just take all of them.
Yeah. Nice, bro. I like this. I remember getting coached by James Mack before. And that's where I learned about the alpha GPC, L-theanine, lion's mane stack, and caffeine. So like you would just take all these things and you would just get wired, and
Just
then the
water.
L-theanine would bring you down, and you'd be wired for like 4 and 5, like 6 hours. You just wouldn't be able to stare off your screen. It was rowdy, and I was just got so on that, and then like without it, I couldn't even focus. So then I took like a massive break off, and now I haven't been like consistently taking them for a minute, but it's like a nice little if you need, you got shit ton to do and you're like fucking behind on some stuff, that's a nice little focus thing. I've heard Alpha GPC is actually, I don't know who was mentioning, Dasha was mentioning this, great for overall, like, even the gut brain connection. So, like, improving your, I don't know, something with neuro. She mentioned it in the podcast we're talking about, but like improving focus is also like improves gut health. I don't know if she was mentioning lion's mane or Apple GBC, one of them, but
I
it
think
could
it
be
was
also
lion.
help.
I think it was lion's mane.
Lion's mane, eh? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, sick, yo. I take whey protein. Uh, I take whey protein. I take creatine, and then I'll do vitamin D, fish oil, and vitamin C. So I'll do all those in the mornings, and then I'll do magnesium and zinc at night. Uh, yeah, those are my seven. Which I guess I do intra workout too. I do intra workout. I do EEAs, with some carbolin and some salt. So I do like half a scoop carbolin, and then I'll do 1 scoop EEAs, like 10 grams, and I'll do 2 grams or 3 grams of salt. Um, but yeah, and then I usually put whey protein like in the oats, and creatine I sometimes put in the oats or put in the intra drink most of the time. And then if I'm like cutting really hard or whatever, I'll do like glutamine in the intra workout as well. Just for
Your
like
intro
recovery.
workout will have carbolin, EAAs, salt, glutamine,
Glutamine.
creatine.
Yeah, it's blessed, yeah.
It's
What
good.
is what does glutamine do?
Yo, it helps with recovery. So like I know it sounds obvious, but basically essential amino acids. When you're actually depleted and you're getting more and more down in like body fat per se, you're more like likely to burn muscle per se, right? As you get leaner and leaner. So glutamine just helps with the recovery. You can even combine like leucine, especially like if you're vegetarian. I don't know, Manraj, if you take leucine on the side or not, but if you're doing EEAs or like whey protein, you're probably getting it anyways. But it's more like just in case type of supplement. That helps mold recovery. Glutamine, I've heard even Dasha talk about is even great for your gut, like digestion. So she had me take glutamine and collagen first thing in the morning with warm water, and then I slowly fell off that. But but yeah, those are some supplements I take. Yeah, I would honestly same thing as you. Like I would recommend whey, creatine, vitamin D. I would do fish oil. I would add in fish oil there. And then I would do the magnesium and maybe like a bonus zinc. But yeah, I don't know if you want to count caffeine a supplement, but caffeine.
That's there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do that. Raj, how about you, bro?
You guys take a lot of supplements, yo. Um, Honestly, for the majority of my lifting thing, I just took whey protein. Um, I took what pre-workout probably from like 2016 to 2019. But after 2019, I didn't take pre-workout from like 2020 to 2023. I just
Nice.
started taking pre-workout last year. So I'll have whey protein. I take pre-workout. EAAs, I'm supposed to take that in my workout program with my coach, but I don't take it because I always forget. I don't take that. Creatine, even creatine, bro, I didn't use for like 5 years. I just started
Mm,
creatine like last year.
nice. Okay.
I didn't even take it. I don't know why. I just fell off taking creatine from like 2019 to
Yeah.
2023. So I just take whey protein, pre-workout, and creatine right now.
Sick. Yeah. Minimalist. Yeah. It works. Honestly, all these things work. It's one of those things where like when you start knowing more or you like start learning more per se and trying new stuff. That's why I like supplements, like trying stuff, but also food nowadays, like you don't get the full nutritional value at times or most of the time. So if you're not getting the full thing, supplementing can also kind of help, right? But I personally just like the fact that it's available and then when you try it, you can see the difference. You can like feel the difference. Like magnesium, I feel 100%. Fish oil, I actually feel difference like in my skin, yeah. Like I feel like my skin and my beard gets like mad moist, yeah, like hydrated. It's weird when I have it consistently. Like it's nice, Like sometimes you get mad fizzy in the summertime, but then when I fish oil, it's a little more silkier. So, but yeah,
You guys
but
take,
huh?
weren't you taking collagen at one point?
I was thinking, yeah, old coral, just college at one point. Organica, 1, 2, 3.
You notice a difference with that?
I didn't notice too much. I think I did notice a little bit improvement in digestion, but I didn't see too many improvements. I don't, maybe I didn't take it for a long enough time to see like full sample because again, a lot of these supplements I find at least like you don't see the benefit right away except for like protein, creatine, right? Or your pre-workout, caffeine. All the other ones are just like doing things internally, in my opinion, like vitamin C, vitamin D, fish oil. Like there's something happening internally, um, that might help you in the long run, 10 years down the line. Like, okay, sick. Like I've been taking all this health stuff. Uh, but yeah, I don't think most of them you feel the effect right away, except for like the sleep supplements, obviously. I'm guessing, and the focus ones. But those are directed towards that, right? But like vitamin D and stuff, like you just
I don't
bone
think
out.
most people take enough vitamin D or even magnesium. They're like,
Yeah,
they'll just take one pill. It's like, yo, that's
yeah,
not really do anything for you. Like
yeah,
you
yeah,
actually
yeah,
do, like based on the literature and stuff, or like even anecdotally, I know when I actually take 5, 6 milligrams of magnesium, I actually feel a difference. Before like you just kind of take it and like it feels the same, right? So
yeah.
like when you actually increase the dosage of these things, like, oh shit, that's how you're supposed to feel, how it's supposed to like actually affect you.
Yeah,
So
and obviously we're not nutritionists, so we're just saying these from experiences.
great
Like,
bro.
yeah, straight bro science, right? So it's just like experiment stuff. Like I heard most of these things on podcasts. Like I used to listen to Lewis Howes, and I think he had Dr. Hyman on the podcast once. Like this was during like 2021, 2022. He's like, yeah, to make sure immune system is blessed, like spam fucking vitamin D, like you were just saying. He's like 10 to 50,000 IU's. You're just like, and he's like, the darker your skin is. Like you can go as high as 50, 60,000 a day if you wanted to.
Darker
And
your skin is? What does
yeah,
that have
if
to
you
do
get
with anything?
Because you don't
so
absorb as much vitamin D if you have more melanin in your skin.
yeah,
Because, like, think about those people are always exposed to the sun, right? So their body is going to be more resistant because sun is obviously like at certain percentage is bad for you. So the reason you have darker skin is to prevent your body's absorption of everything you get from the sun. So you could probably benefit from taking more of it.
Bax was mentioned too. I don't know on some of the podcasts. I don't know which podcast was it, or is this maybe a check-in? But I don't know. He was just saying, yeah, spam vitamin D. Anytime you feel anything coming up, like cold or sick or whatever, tiredness, just spam vitamin D. But obviously not medical advice. But this is what we heard on podcasts, and you just probably heard it on the podcast too. So, uh, but yeah,
Vitamin D helps with your ability to absorb nutrients as well.
yeah.
Yeah. So the more you take that, the better you'll be at using all the other stuff that you're taking as well.
Yeah, especially in our like country like Canada, like obviously there's half the year where like you're not getting enough sunlight, and a lot of us already work like desk jobs, so we don't go out enough to get sunlight. Preferably, I think like the best way to get vitamin D is like being naked outside and the sun, right? And you get vitamin D everywhere. So if you can do that 20 minutes a day, then you're probably getting the most vitamin D. But if you're not able to do that, because it's kind of weird sometimes.
You heard about the people who like sun their balls?
Yeah. That's what I mean, naked.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
a
yeah. It's great for testosterone. There's this guy, Ben Greenfield. He's straight biohacker. He has a podcast on straight biohacking. He's like even wearing like tight like shorts and underwear and shit. Fuck that. Wear loose stuff, let it all hang. He's like, yo, it's great for testosterone production too. Not medical advice again, but
I'm
yeah,
fucking
bro.
I'm clipping that.
It probably is, bro. It kind of makes sense, right? Like too much restriction. But yeah, vitamin D, same thing. Yeah. That's supplements, right? What else do we talk about supplements?
What's the craziest supplement you guys have taken?
I haven't really taken any crazy supplements, yo. Nothing
I,
crazy.
I haven't taken crazy, but I guess I get crazy, not crazy, but like if someone wants a crazy pump, try getting citrulline and put it in Gatorade while working out. And like midway through your workout, start drinking that. Bro, the pump is so dumb. Like if you start feeling warm everywhere and the veins are just fucking bursting, yeah. Citrulline and Gatorade. The carbs, the quick carbs, plus like the citrulline helps transfer blood flow or get blood flow places. So someone wants to try that for the juicy pump.
Do
I'm
you
just
guys
trying to bulk up.
react to beta alanine? Like, do you get itchy when you take certain pre-workouts?
Yeah, I do.
I
Like,
think so, yeah.
no, I don't get itchy. I had one of my guys was like, yo, I took pre-workout and I'm just like so itchy everywhere. Like I'm just
Yeah.
scratching myself during the whole workout. I'm like, yo,
Oh
I probably
shit.
put alanine in the pre-workout.
One of
So
my
Mm.
one of my clients, she lost her driver's license because of pre-workout.
Why?
Because one of her one of her cousins, she
Yeah.
was like, yo, I'm gonna go work out. And one of her cousins, he was like, yo, take this. Right? He's like, yo, take this supplement. And he didn't tell her like it was like he told her it was like pre-workout, but she didn't know what like pre-workout meant,
Okay.
right? So she took it and then she had that pre-workout and she was driving to like her training session.
Yeah.
And then during she's driving, she's getting like all fucking itchy and like the
Fuck.
heart's beating fast and everything. And she starts to like panic. She's like swerving everywhere, right? On the road. And she just pulled over, went on the ground, had a full-on like panic attack. And she couldn't even drive her car anymore. And she had like to re-get her license.
Holy. That's rowdy.
Mental, right?
Jeez. I did not expect that.
caffeine is a hell of a drug, bro.
What?
Caffeine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
Bro,
I think
I don't know how people are so like sensitive to it.
even last week, I was sitting at the library. I was telling Ronan this. Sitting at the library, I was like, I think we wrapped up a call or whatever. I'm packing up my stuff. And there's a brown kid that was sitting in front of me, right? So like he was there for like 3 hours. I was sitting there, like he came. He left at one point, he came back, he had an ice cap in his hand. This is like me like seeing him come out of his car. This guy murked the entire ice cap between the time he got from his car to the time he got back into the library, right? Which is maybe like a minute walk. I'm sitting there and he comes up to me. He's like, bro, can you help me? I'm like, excuse me? He's like, can you call 911? I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, I can't breathe or whatever, right? I'm like, I'm like, are you okay? I'm like, let me just take you to your front desk. So he's like, okay. And like, I get up. He's like, no, you have to call 911 now. I'm like, so I
Why
literally
didn't he
passed it.
why didn't he just call it himself?
Bro, I don't know. He was tweaking out. He was like, yo, I can't breathe. I can't do whatever. And I literally called 911. And I'm on the fucking call with 911. It's like been like 20 minutes. I'm waiting for these people. And he looks at me. He's like, oh, I think I'm okay now. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I'm like, and then the paramedics came, or whatever, and then they're like, "Yo, we think you just have like a panic attack or whatever," and you're just tweaking out. And I'm like 99% convinced it's because this guy chucked the ice cap from his car to the thing, and he said too much
Yeah,
fired. I'm like, that's
that's
crazy.
smart.
That's wild.
Imagine being the other line. You're like the operator. You're typing. It's like there's an ice cap overdose, and you have to you have to relay that information. What the hell?
That was
That's
fun.
Well, sometimes people get like espresso shots and in their ice cap and everything, right?
I do that. I
And
used
they,
to do
yeah,
that.
I used to do the same thing, and they just chug it.
I used to love ice caps, bro. I had this thing from like
Oh man, that
high
was
school to
so good, bro.
university.
My whole childhood, that's ice caps.
Yeah, I used to have a ice cap every Saturday at 11 p.m. at night, and I used to play RuneScape till like 7 a.m. Every Saturday night. I used to do that because, bro, I had this friend who used to come on like online, and he could only sneakily come on at like 2 a.m. So like I used to like start whatever playing, and then like 2 a.m. he would come on, and then we play till 7 a.m. It was the funniest thing ever. Yeah. But I used to do. I remember ice cap and kurkure, bro. It was rowdy. It
No,
was crazy. I used to be the days, yeah. You know, no responsibilities.
Yeah,
No
I used
think
to get
about it.
ice cap with like chocolate milk. Have you tried that?
I've tried that. So
Yeah,
good.
that's good too.
you can get chocolate
Ah,
milk in the ice cap.
Ice
yeah,
cap, that was fire. Or bro, one thing I used to get was fucking fire was half French vanilla, half double double.
I've heard of that too.
Yeah, that's
Have
so good, bro.
half French vanilla and half hot chocolate.
Yeah, I've tried that too.
This is crazy, bro.
Oh, Tim Hortons was fire back in the day, bro. Now it's so shit.
It's you can still get it, but I think we just like don't like partake. I don't. I haven't had an ice cap in like 5 years.
Yeah, even me, bro.
So
Same thing.
yeah, yeah. I've heard whoever works at Tim Hortons, they're like, I hate ice caps. Once you see how they're made, they're like, yo, it's the worst process ever. Like it's just like you just see all this like sugar and cream. You're like, I don't want this.
I think that's any fast food though.
I guess, yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Whoever
black
gets-
coffee is fine.
yeah,
I'm just kidding. It's obviously black coffee. Okay, so this took a different turn from supplements to ice cap.
ice cap.
Okay, sick. Bless. Okay, so if someone's watching this and they're like, okay, supplements wise, these are supplements these guys take. Manraj doesn't take too many. Kags takes a lot. I take moderate, right? And we already said the top five or whatever we at least recommend: whey protein, creatine, maybe a pre-workout here, like a caffeine, vitamin D, and like fish oil maybe, or like magnesium actually. That's the one. Um, those are good bulking or cutting or maintaining, right? Either way, you should never cycle on off.
Your supplement stack should never influence whether you're cutting or bulking. Like that should stay constant
Okay,
because
sick.
that's giving you the same benefit regardless of if you're trying to gain weight or lose weight.
Yeah,
Um, so it should stay the same. Even with creatine, like you shouldn't have to come off creatine when you're cutting because we know that
okay.
it provides more recovery benefits, provides better strength benefits.
Yeah,
So why would you lose that in a time where you're in a deficit and you're decreasing your energy resources, right? Same thing, like if someone is asking for supplements, I'd make sure they're getting like recovery supplements first,
yeah,
like magnesium, D vitamin, because their recovery is probably not the greatest. Their sleep is probably not the greatest.
yeah,
So you're probably going to get better return focusing on supplements that are going to maximize your recovery instead of going straight to like a pre-workout or caffeine. That's gonna it'll help training performance in the short time, but it's gonna
yeah.
fuck up your recovery later if you're not used to it, right? So it's like
100%.
focus on the recovery stuff. You'll notice the benefit, and then you can slowly cycle in like the pre-workouts and the stems.
Yeah, 100%. I think if someone can get consistent sleep, right? And like maybe have some help with sleep, assistance with sleep, that'd be a good starting point. If you're already not doing whey protein, that could probably help. Unless you get all your protein from whole foods, that's even better. But something sleep related will go the longest way. Just because, yo, once you improve your sleep, everything else is just skyrockets, yeah. In
100%.
most cases.
Focus, muscle building, fat loss, literally every metric will be improved by just improving your sleep, right? So
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's
I would only
anything else?
say just make sure you have your training and nutrition on point before you go
For
get
sure.
supplements, right? It's like people they'll get a gym membership and they'll go straight to like GNC and buy like $200 worth of supplements. So,
Yeah,
and you know, honestly speaking, I don't even think you need supplements for like the first like 6 months that you're training. Just build a habit, man. Don't overcomplicate it.
yeah,
yeah,
if you're doing it properly,
Just
you should see the results in the first
yeah,
6 months.
just work out for like the first year without supplements, and then you'll be fine. And
yeah,
once you know that you're consistent and you're invested enough, then you could go get supplements. Because there's so many people I've met, they're like, yeah, bro, I just have like some of my cousins, like they don't even work out and they just have like 2 bucks of protein at home. I'm like, why do you have this? They're like, oh, I started picking up working out again and just went and bought this.
yeah.
It's like, okay.
Or people will be like, I only take protein on the days I work out. I'm like, bro, once you That's the most.
I've heard that all the time, bro.
Like, yeah, I just have
All
it
the
after
time.
I go to the gym. It's like, bro, what about the other days? You don't think you're recovering? You don't think you need enough protein? It's like, no, you should be hitting your protein targets every day. And if you can't do it with your regular foods, you should probably need more protein on those days because you're probably less likely to eat properly on those days you're not working out. So
Yeah.
protein every single day.
Yeah. I think supplements, man, I think way too many people overcomplicate it. It's probably 5% of your total results. I don't think you have to
Yeah.
do too much of it.
I think there's like a knowledge gap where like I don't know I personally don't know enough about supplements, but I think there is a big because like yo, I'll just give a small example. Like my mom recently like got some nutrition done from like this person in India, right? And she recommended her a bunch of like herbal supplements, things like that, for like just normal internal inflammations, what
Mm.
all the good stuff, right? You know how like herbal stuff, and then she recommended other supplements too, like vitamin D and like dosages of it, because she's an actual nutrition dietitian. We're obviously not. And like I was trying to help my mom lose weight for a minute, and she would like go down, but then like again, like she's like, oh, I ate this, whatever. And like she's like, I still feel like some pains, whatever. I wasn't helping her work out, just like, you know, portion the foods and just going mad yo-yo. I'm like, what's happening? And then she got the nutrition person, started taking a few supplements and the herbal supplements, whatever she recommended. And bro, like my mom's like joint pain is better, like she feels better. She's down like 9 pounds now. She's dropping like a pound every week. She's just making better food choices. She's not craving stuff at night. So like I do think there's a value of supplements that can have a massive impact internally. But I think we just don't know enough about it. And people watching this probably are like younger and they're fine, right? So if you're not doing the basics like Manraj said, your nutrition, training, walking, sleeping, water intake, like the basic shit, yes, don't focus too much on supplements, but I think supplements are mad helpful if like used correctly and like if you had enough knowledge on it. That's why we keep getting Dasha on here. Because like I think next podcast might we do like Dasha, the extreme supplements. Or like deep dive into supplements itself. Not those ones. You know which ones. Vitamin D and shit. But,
Yeah.
but yeah, I
Even I
think
think,
there's value in it. But yeah.
yeah, I think supplements have a good placebo effect too. Like if someone pays $10 for or
Yeah.
$15 for magnesium,
Yeah.
they start taking it, even if magnesium doesn't do anything, they're gonna actively try to sleep better.
Oh, 100%.
For
So
sure.
I think it has a good placebo,
That's
and
yeah.
I think it has a good correlation to your actions as well. Right. So a
Yeah.
lot of the times people will take like pre-workout. It's like, okay, like I took pre-workout, I have to train hard today.
For
So I'm
sure.
spending money. So I think it helps more in that way as well. A lot of the times. Just kind of a good reminder.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Let it supplement your training and nutrition. Don't overcomplicate it.
It's like an environmental thing too, right? Just like from a habit perspective, it's like, oh, if I take this, I should go to sleep, or if I take this, I should go to work out. And it's like when
Yeah.
your brain starts to correlate, yo, taking this with training hard, or taking this with going to sleep, or
Yeah.
whatever it is. So if you can start to pair things together too, it doesn't have to be supplements, but supplements are probably the easiest one because it's marketed for that. Um, you're gonna be in a much better spot.
Yeah. I agree. Anything else? Bless.
Drugs are good. Take them.
Just not as many as kegs. Yeah. That's a little bit too much, bro.
This
No,
only
that's
a
way too much, bro.
I
Overkill.
didn't know.
this is only the clean stuff.
Half of that
Uh,
stuff's in your brain, bro. I feel like if you took half of that, you would be fine.
Probably.
okay. Take supplements, guys. Bye bye. Bless.